Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Okay, so I'm sure you guys know what this video is all about. It's all about Valze. Okay, now I know there's going to be some grammar Nazi probably write down in the comments below. Oh, Guitar Rock, that's not how you pronounce Valze. You have to pronounce it as Valze because like there's an E at the back. You know what, for the sake of this video, just let me call her Valze. I know it might not be the right pronunciation or whatever. This is what I'm used to, and it's quite hard for me to transition to something so different. You know, just adding the Z at the back, like it's gonna be a little bit difficult for me. Alright, so let's just focus on her skills. I have a lot of things to talk about her. Alright, I'm gonna shit talk her as much as I can right here in this video. I'll try my best to be fair, alright? And I know a lot of players actually love Valze as their waifu, and I totally respect that. I know I've seen players, you know, plus 10 her and posting, you know, oh look at this, I have my plus 10 fully max rank boosted Valze all over my Discord for whatever reason, alright? If you guys want to join my Discord, links will be in the description below. But for those of you who are not aware, this is how she looks like. I think the companion, it looks pretty okay, it looks pretty alright. Pretty waifu-ish. There's something off with this pose though. There's something off with this pose. I get it, it's like trying to show, you know, her backside something, but the body bent this way, I don't know, it doesn't feel natural, alright? I'm guessing they are going for something different. Let's just say that I'm not a big fan of the pose, alright? This particular positioning, I prefer to see just straight up front and stuff like that. But I guess this is alright. It's alright, right? So, not sure what's the history. I haven't really read it yet, but apparently this is Valze's younger sister. Okay, apparently she operates behind Valze on various tasks. Her goal is to make Valze the greatest ruler of the night world by getting rid of Velfred. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the lore, I don't think it's a spoiler, but I'm sure you guys know that Velfred and Valze are both married. Something along those lines. I'm not sure if they are still married, but they are basically husband and wife. Okay, let's focus on the skills because there's no use dwelling about their lore and stuff. You guys can read that in the story section. So, a lot of things to talk about Valze, and unfortunately, she's probably one of the weirder Octos right now. Like, you can see all of them are in a good standing spot, and all of them seems really unique in their own way. Valze is pretty unique as well. So when she was first released, I actually like her concept because of her Death Guard right here. Alright, her awakening skill. This is what makes Valze extremely strong. So what is this? What does this do, right? This will give her energy guard when she's about to hit the enemy before normal attack. So this means that she will not die to reflective counter, right? So that's cool. She won't die to Jin, she will not die to Seto, right? In the current meta, she's extremely strong against those particular units. But the problem with her issue with Seto is she is not immune to any buffs. I think that's probably her biggest downside. I always remember that even back then, all the while, Dalvi counters Valze because Dalvi has 100% defense. Valze cannot do anything to enemies with 100% defense. She doesn't deal fixed damage. Her damage ignores enemies' incoming damage reduction, like forms of barrier, but it doesn't do anything to 100% defense. Yeah, she can slice through Valte's barrier pretty easily if you give her a strong buff. Like Veronia to Valze is a very good pair, alright, very good combo. So let's talk about the Death Guard for a little bit. Like I mentioned, this is what makes her strong. This is what makes her unique. So this skill has to stay. They cannot remove this skill whatsoever. Like this one, I'm not sure if this is fully needed. Yes, this will affect how you rune her. The only way for you to rune a Valze is to use Rage Runes. Why Rage Runes? Because before battle, how much crit damage she has will basically boost her crit rate and her attack. So you want to have as much crit damage as possible. Okay, so her first skill, alright, if you look at this is pretty cool, right? You give Nullifier and you have Buff Prohibition. Cool, in a way it's cool. But I feel like this is a waste. Buff Prohibition is pretty cool, but what's the point? Because when you use Valze, You want to one-shot the enemy. You want her to kill someone and hopefully make sure that she secures the kill. Buff prohibition makes sense about 6 months ago. Like right now with all the meta units we have, like Angelica for example, something like Seto, those units don't really need buffs at all. If I'm being frank with you guys, like there are more and more units that probably don't need buffs as much as before. So I don't think this matters as much, alright? And Nullifier is good for sure, but again, with the existence of Yuri, which she can do almost anything similar to how Valze can deal with. If you look at the damage output, I would say they both do almost the same amount of damage. Yuri can stack damage as well, which is quite insane. Okay, and in terms of the guard, Yuri does has that as well. So defensively, Yuri is better as well because she can take one hit at least if you have her at plus 12 and above, right? So if she still have her guard, Yuri can actually survive hitting enemy that has reflective counter as well. She can survive hitting Seto, she can survive hitting Jin, and she's very good dealing with those. So in a lot of ways, you know, Valze has fallen off because of that. And if you think about it, in the competition right now, like I mentioned, Yuri and even Angelica is a perfect candidate for just a better legendary overall, because Angelica has 100% defense where Valze does not has. So that is something to consider. So in my opinion, if they have to improve her in a way, they have to change some of these skills for sure. I feel like this has to remain, and I don't know, maybe this has to go and replace with something else, or add something else at where if she basically can secure a kill, she can at least have some sort of defensive skill, some sort of guard, so that she can survive the battle. Because Angelica has 100% defense. She doesn't. Valze does not have anything to prevent her from dying from enemies' attack, and she really needs that in a way. Yeah, if you compare them side by side, if they are improving all of this just to a higher modifier, then in my opinion, I don't think she's worth building. I feel like Angelica and Yuri can do almost the same thing, alright? Although the range is a bit different, but does it really matter? Because at that point, this might only be her saving grace. You know, there's not many enemies or not many heroes that can hit far back at this tile range. The only reason why players are still building Valze right now is because of this tile range. Like, this is literally her saving grace right now, that prevents her from being completely being shut down by almost everyone. So yeah, I'm not sure how are they going to rework her kit, because again, investing in her is going to be super risky. Like, how are they going to make Valze better than someone like Alec? Like, if you think about it, it's all about securing a kill for a warrior, right? We have to compare her with other legendaries. So I feel like right now she's very similar to Angelica. So if you compare Angelica and Valze in dealing with Valter, for example, I feel like Angelica can do it much more consistently. But yeah, right now, if we compare Valze with, let's say, Alec, does it make sense for you to build her over Alec? I feel like Alec is just a better candidate for a warrior, you know? You can destroy people. And let's compare Valze with Seto, for example. Seto has better defensive abilities. Seto can survive longer in the battlefield. And fixed damage is something that everybody needs because it goes through 100% defense. And you know, it deals with a lot of things. I don't know how are they going to improve her skills. The only way for her to be stronger or better is to give her direct damage. But that will make her too broken, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, that could be an option as well. We'll see. Direct damage on Valze might be something that she can actually live by, but I'm not sure if changing this kit entirely is gonna be something that players actually want. Alright, so that's all I have to say for Valze specifically. Let me know, what do you guys want to see in a new Valze? Like, if they were to rework her skills, which skill do you think makes the most sense for, you know, for her kit to be completely reworked? I feel like this Death Guard has to remain for sure, just to make sure that she doesn't die to any form of counter. But I'm not sure how are they going to juggle between these 3 other skills or these 3 other kits that she has. Let me know what you guys think she's gonna get in the comment section below. As always, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.